We're ready for part 2 of our interface action. As I said, I was going to make one with American football. So you're going to have touchdowns and field goals and extra point kicks. I didn't put in safeties. You could put that in there as well if you use this. And the sport will be football, and the two-string method looks a lot like the basketball one. And I tried it out here with the leopards and the cheetahs playing each other. And the Cheetahs are currently up 7-3 in the second quarter. Hopefully yours worked as well. Now we can make use of polymorphism, in case you're wondering, well, what are some advantages of this interface stuff? I'm going to make a method down here, private static string. I'm going to return a string that's a team introduction. Well, we have all kinds of different sports going on, but every one of these implements sports game. We can use that interface as a parameter in this method. Again, there's no sports game objects. We cannot instantiate them, but we have objects that are implementing that interface. So we can use these methods here that get sport, get team1 name, get team2 name from all these objects that implement the sport game interface. So I'm going to head into here and have another message print out, which is the team introductions. And I will send the baseball 1 object as a parameter because it implements the sports game interface, so it can go down as an argument into that spot in the method where the parameter is. It's expecting a sport 1 kind of a thing. Well, it just needs an object that implements that interface. So I'm doing all of these here for the football, basketball, and baseball. These are all different class objects, but they all implement the same interface, so we can send them each to this method. And look, it works. We get to see the aardvarks and the caterpillars, the giraffes versus the pandas, and the leopards versus the cheetahs. So there's an advantage we have with interfaces. And the idea of polymorphism. Well, another advantage is we can have multiple interfaces going on, and a class can implement more than one interface. So let's make a new interface. This one's going to be a pretty simple one. It's going to involve a ticket, so I'll call it ticket. And it's only going to have a couple of abstract methods that we're going to promise to have done. Setting the ticket price and getting the ticket price. You see them right there. Again, pause the video if you need to. So let's go to the baseball game. Head up to the header and put a comma and put ticket so that we implement two things now, sports game and ticket. And if I want to add the implemented methods, there they are. There are two of them we got to have, set ticket price and get ticket price. Well, I need to actually go up and create a ticket price variable for myself. I'll make it a double. Then I will initialize it in the constructor as well at 0. Then I'll head down to these methods and do what you would expect. Ticket price is going to equal P, that parameter. And then get ticket price will return ticket price. And we're going to do the same thing in our other two classes. Mine is a basketball class, and you have whatever your third one is. Oh, wow, I got red squiggles here. What's going on? I haven't done anything wrong. What's that weird message? Well, here's the deal. If you look at the top, you see that asterisk on ticket.java. I haven't actually saved that yet, so things are kind of off. I need to go here and save this. So now that's the most up-to-date version of the ticket interface. Well, now everything is okay back at baseball game. So that might be what's going on when you see some red squiggles and you think everything's right. Look and see if everything has been saved recently, particularly your interface. All right, I'm going to copy these and paste them into the basketball class. Because this basketball class, I'll put a comma here, it's going to also implement ticket. It's going to implement two things. I need a variable here about ticket price, very similar to what I had in the baseball. I'll initialize it at a value of 0. And then I will paste those methods that I got out of the baseball class because they're going to be the same thing. And it's going to be very, very similar in my football class. You have your own third class. So, comma, ticket. So we're implementing two things. We can also have interfaces implement other interfaces. I'm not showing that in this video, but that can also happen. And I'll paste those methods. So now we also have the ticket interface going for us. Well, let's deal with that in our application. One thing we need to do is set the price of the tickets. I didn't put that in the constructors, which was intentional. So baseball1.set ticket price, I'll put a price there, also for basketball 1, and I'll do it also for football 1. They all implement the ticket interface, so they all have that .set ticket price ready to go. Well, let's head down here and make another method about team introduction. We've got one that takes one sports game. But check this out. What if we have one that takes a sports game and a ticket, ticket T? Then we can use information from the ticket. I need a decimal format because I'm going to format the price of the ticket. And you notice it did show up at the top. And then I'll put some ticket information here at the bottom. Again, pause the video if you need to see what's going on. You probably need to. Now I'm flying back up. All right. There are two parameters. They need two things, one that implements a sports game and one that implements a ticket. Well, it happens to be the exact same object. Baseball 1 implements a sports game and Baseball 1 implements a ticket. And that's what I gained the information from. So I'm going to actually send the same object down twice, once because it implements sports game and once because it implements ticket, which are the two parameters. Hopefully that makes sense. And it is going to work. There we go. We've got the ticket information along with the matchup. So we were able to implement multiple interfaces with our classes instead of just having one super class that was an abstract class that we were able to get a bunch of stuff and inherit it from. Abstract classes have their advantages and interfaces have their advantages. And as I said a little while ago, interfaces can also implement other interfaces, kind of like a sub-interface. I didn't show an example of that in this video, but that is possible.